Exactly.
For $5,000 a day, what won't you do?
This man said I can work 4 days and pay for my wedding. That's crazy. He's like, I'm blowing.
He was,
Bro,
he was gonna sign up for $50 to get punched in the gut by Mike Tyson.
It was 500.
Oh, 500.
Yeah.
He'll do anything.
Yes.
What if he wanted you to use hand warmers and rub his inner thighs?
I'm not doing
Bro, what? Why would it even come to your mind? What are you thinking about?
Phil the one that take it to.
Phil, you definitely were on Fleetnik.
Bro, this man was just imagining odd jobs that Quavo would have him do.
He was on
and
his
seeing if he
burner
would do
posting
it.
fleets.
And if you ain't fucking with this podcast, then you're just a bitch ass trick.
Welcome back to another episode of Saving for the Pod, episode number 37. Whole squad in this bitch. You're Brandon, Phil, AJ. How y'all boys doing?
I'm doing well, man. Can't complain.
Phil just came back from a little baecation. How was being back home in the summertime, Shy?
Is it a vacation if you go home?
It can
I
be.
mean, you were with your bae. It was vacation.
It was cation.
So it was vacation, yeah.
I don't know if she would count that, but it was great.
Why?
if she would count it.
Nah, she wouldn't count that. That's just going.
Oh, because it's both.
I don't think
back
I
home for
count
both.
that. Yeah, because that's just going home. But it was great, man. Summertime Shy, like I tell everybody, is the best time of the year in all of America. Maybe I'm biased, but it literally is, and it was perfect. We had perfect weather. It's like in the high 70s, high 80s, and I was there from Thursday to Sunday, and the weather was great. We did the day after her birthday, we went to a rooftop bar, hung out, took shots, hung out with some friends.
I was jealous. It looked like a good time.
It was nice, man. Remember she threw me a party for my birthday, so I did it for her, but with my friends, and kind of invited her family out. Her brother brought his friends, so it was real nice. Like, she didn't expect the crowd that was there.
Yeah. And
they came out, showed love to her, and we was just on the rooftop every day, or just outside eating somewhere downtown, which was just nice, bro. I missed that. So
yeah,
it was great. Can't complain.
I mean, I'm not from Chicago, but the few times I went with you, I could agree that Summertime Shy is probably top 3 summertime locations in America.
Yeah.
And it was Lala weekend, so we just saw a bunch of like wild outfits.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was Lala weekend, and where we had brunch at on her birthday.
So you was with the super spreaders.
Yeah. I was out here. Well, no, not really.
No.
Not really.
Did you get tested when you got back, bro?
No. I wasn't with the super spreaders.
Do we need to stop this podcast right now, bro?
We might.
And go get you a rapid PCR test?
Nah, I think I'm okay, but Johansson did get COVID.
Oh, dear.
But he wasn't there. He didn't come out this weekend.
You didn't see him at all?
No, he got it before we came in, because he was supposed to come out.
The look on everyone's face right now. Hey, we are all very I'm vaccinated.
Yeah,
Sean,
I literally just got tested and it said negative
I'm
today.
good.
No, he got it before I came into town, because him and Mo was gonna come up to Danny's birthday, but he down bad actually.
Really? Can you talk about it or not?
He just sick as fuck.
Oh, okay. I
He's
thought
just
it was
down
something
bad.
else.
Like he went to the hospital. The hospital didn't do nothing. They just told him to go back home.
Yeah.
He didn't have pneumonia, so he just been sick as hell.
Yeah.
So you know,
So you got that Delta.
probably.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they're saying. Like 93% of all cases are Delta now in America.
I don't know. He didn't tell me what strand he had, but I know he told me he was down bad. And, like, he been out, like couldn't eat, couldn't keep nothing down, sick as a dog. So I've been calling him every day. I was actually concerned for like a day or two because I didn't hear from him. And I was like, bro, I was about to send the police to your crib.
Yeah.
But you know, he doing straight. He doing
I'm
better.
assuming he wasn't vaccinated. Not to make this a political.
Nah, he
thing at
wasn't.
all. Yeah.
But Danny's mom wanted me to get vaccinated, so that was funny.
I'm sure.
Because her whole family's vaxxed up. And she was like,
What's holding you back?
I was
Nothing,
laughing a little bit because you posted the story of like you and her family, and it was like everybody had masks on except for like you and her. I'm assuming her sister or whatever, and her dad. But Danny and her mom was masked up, so.
her mom's like super cautious.
Yeah.
I'm not, because I don't really have health issues. So that's primarily why I'm not vaccinated. It's because, I mean, I'm healthy, and I don't know. I just didn't really think I needed it.
Got you.
I felt like I needed it.
I do have a question for you, because you tweeted the other day that you feel like you getting soft. What made you tweet that, bro?
Oh, so when I was at home, my little cousin, who I'm super close with, she's like 10 years my junior, she had made a special announcement. And this is like...
Is it the pilot one?
Yeah, the black pilot. So she's like 1% of 1%. Like, she's a black woman pilot. So she did a champagne toast, and I'm like, all right, well, what's the news? So I go there, and she announced that she had won a scholarship, right, to finish her flight training, and she has to move to New York.
Yeah.
And then she has a job lined up after training. And the scholarship is like over $100K.
Sheesh.
And the craziest thing was she didn't actually qualify for the scholarship because she was a year over
Yeah.
the age limit, but she applied anyway, and she did so well in the interview that they offered her a special scholarship outside of the scholarship that they offered everybody else.
Oh, that's lit.
So that was like major news. So I'm like giving her a speech because her grandfather is my mom's brother who's dead.
Yeah.
And so I'm like just telling her how proud of her I was, and I choked up.
Really?
Like legit choked up, like almost cried.
Damn, G.
And that was like the first time in my life where I was like, I almost cried for being proud of somebody.
Yeah.
It was weird, bro, because it's like I'm looking at her and like it's all her friends, and I'm talking directly to her, and I'm just like, I'm super proud of you. You holding the family name down, and like, saying, yo, granddad be proud of you, granny will be proud of you. My granny died last year.
Yeah.
And I like choked up, G, and I was like, no,
Yeah,
I'm getting
you
soft as
really-
hell.
And her dad was recent too,
Hey,
wasn't it?
Nah, my Uncle Jimmy died.
Oh, it was a different uncle then.
Yeah, my Uncle Jimmy died like 10 years ago. It was a while ago.
some would say you're getting soft, but I think you're getting harder,
I
bro.
think I'm getting
Phil
soft as
maturing
shit.
in front of all of our eyes, bro.
Yeah, bro.
No,
it's
I'm
okay
soft
to
as
cry.
shit.
It's
It's
okay
not,
to cry.
not like that, bro.
Phil
Not like
getting
that.
Hey, you can't-
so mature, bro. I'm
you
proud.
can't be posting your boy on Instagram and then talk about you getting soft when you cry.
Oh, Mr.
Yeah, come on, bro. You can't be doing that.
Phil come in with genius ideas last podcast. I didn't even
Wait, what
tell
was his genius idea again?
about
What would he do if
yeah,
Bezos
with the
gave him
money.
$100 million?
And I said
Oh,
that
okay.
Bezos needed to give him the money. Then Lindsay, shout out Lindsay, the girl that always disagrees with you on the podcast, that can't stand any of your takes.
I know.
She agreed with you. I forget what she agreed with you. Oh, it was
Spotify?
about Space Jam, but she did agree with you, which she said she almost had to pull the car over because she was driving, and like she couldn't believe it. She messaged me right away. She's like, I can't believe I'm agreeing with Phil.
Why
And
is it
then-
so bad to agree with me, though? I just think people just don't like to agree with me. But if they can get past me and my harshness, I make a lot of sense.
See, no.
No.
Yeah, you could have said, but I'm a nice guy. Then
you're
I
a-
would have agreed.
Yeah,
But
you're a walking like contradiction.
Sometimes. on certain issues.
contradict yourself.
yeah,
I think everybody
So someone's
contradicts
like-
himself. To an
Yeah,
extent.
Okay.
To an
Yeah.
extent.
To an extent, yes, but you are 100% contradicting. Probably 98%. I'm not gonna say anything's 100.
Anyways, we proud of you, G.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
glad to see you getting soft and maturing in front of our eyes.
I'm a little business, but whatever. For that moment, I'd be a little business. But
Yeah. Brandon, how
soft.
about you? How was this past week for you, bro? Or past 2 weeks, I
It's
guess.
been good, man. I'm always on vacation, so it's
Good,
it's just
good.
fun.
That's fact.
That's what's up.
Which I just found out about, and I'm kind of jelly because we
Yeah.
could have been hanging
Yeah,
out on my off
bro, I
days.
told you I was like off the whole summer. And
I've
you
been
were like-
I haven't had shit to do on my off days, like, because I'm off in the middle of the week
Yeah.
sometimes now. And I'm like, I thought about it one day, and I was like, nah, Brandon probably working. But, I mean,
Yeah.
oh, shit. Sorry.
Well, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, you wrong.
so this past week, I know we just talked about it, but we missed Fleetnik. Well, me and Phil missed Fleetnik. Brandon, did you get a glimpse of Fleetnik at all?
I'm not as horny as y'all.
That is, Brandon act like he an angel, but we all make fun of it. Like anytime we see some like Instagram model that got the cheeks out, or some like borderline porn star, or I don't want to call him a porn star,
Wow,
but
no.
sex worker, a sex worker. Brandon already following him.
That's
That's,
malarkey.
that's actual
Brandon
fact.
already
Brandon's
following.
That
Brandon,
is malarkey because they do that. Well, every girl has pretty much got their cheeks out
Yeah.
on Instagram, but a lot of times they're fitness girls that you're seeing me follow. And, you know,
Oh, that's
I
the
mean,
angle.
I like
true.
getting fit and
True,
like in
but
shape. So
Brandon,
like, I follow.
don't act like
He's
you
like, those are
this
goals. I'm
little
trying to look like
angel.
her.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Brandon just,
I'm
Brandon
not
just
saying
as
I'm an
horny as
angel. I'm
us.
just saying y'all was like I missed out. I didn't really miss out on
Anyway.
That's because we missed out because I don't follow a lot of fitness girls.
Yeah.
So I don't like, because I
Yeah.
don't like looking at
it.
women.
But it's
I
only
can't
been
get.
like once, like
Like what?
once where you seen it. It's like twice in the last like 2 weeks. So you're like, oh no, it's a big thing. But like
Nah.
I follow a lot of like athletes who happen to be females, and like Sydney McLaughlin. She's
wonder why.
awesome.
A lot of girls that do
Nah,
bikini
and then
shoots.
I've
Mia
been following.
looks sorry in person.
I've been following
In the
her
UK.
since like she was like in high school.
Well, Sydney,
running
I'm
and
not.
stuff.
Sydney, I'm not gonna count. But some of the, anyways, that's
She's bae, though.
Yeah, she is. She definitely is. Shout out to Sydney.
Did she just win a medal?
Yeah.
her
And a world record.
yes, sir.
In the
You're right,
800, right?
dog.
Was it 800?
No, bro, it's 400 meter hurdles.
Okay.
Yeah, how you that bad and the fucking bad good looking, and then also the baddest runner on the planet. Like, she is amazing, bro.
Yeah,
lit.
she just kept breaking the records.
Whoever
But
makes
I'm not a
it
horn dog
either,
like y'all.
Brandon,
But we'll
stop,
digress.
stop.
You
capping
are-
for the
It's so
pod.
funny though, because on the pod, Zach has a crush on Brandon, and when me and Luke saw her in person, we're like, "Oh, she's like really pretty, but she looks like she could be Brandon's twin."
Oh,
almost."
really?
Yeah. Like
That's
her
hilarious.
and Brandon look kind of similar
Yeah.
in the face, like
Yeah.
probably her fraternal or maybe just a cousin or something.
Shouts
Yeah.
out, we have kids. It'd be a clone. Just
It
kidding.
would be. But yeah, Fleetnik. If y'all don't know what Fleetnik is, it was something that was kind of popular in the 90s, I guess.
Yeah.
And it took place in like New Orleans
No, Freak Nigga was in Atlanta.
or Atlanta. Yeah, it was just what do you want to call it? Not
Like
a conference,
it's like
but
a Black
fucking-
Spring Break.
Yeah, Black Spring
Yeah.
Break. People just being horny as fuck. Cheeks
Like that.
out, titties out. A lot of stuff that wouldn't be okay in 2021. But people decided to take it to Twitter. And if you know Twitter, their stories, their version of the Instagram stories was called Fleets. And Twitter decided to take it away because it just wasn't being utilized as much as they thought it would be. So on the last day, when Twitter said they were taking it away, they were like, people said, Black Twitter, they were like, hey, let's have our own little Fleetnik where we post our risque photos, videos, all that stuff. And apparently people was wilding the fuck out, but I missed it. I even went and looked for it the following morning. I did too.
God, wow.
I did too. I was like, because I saw it trending. I was like, what is
Yeah.
Somebody's
Fleetnik?
probably got like a highlight reel on YouTube. or
Yeah.
something
I was looking
you
for the.
guys.
I was
But-
looking for the people that screenshot shit.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find them.
But I ain't see shit.
Nope.
Like, Twitter
So
is...
how would you have come across them? You can just go to public and look at all the fleets, or what?
Now I follow a lot of black people, so like
Yeah.
anything that's popping on Black Twitter just comes across my timeline.
Right, but so how would you see the tweets though if you don't follow them? You can just do that.
The
Bro, I don't.
fleets, yeah.
other
So
fleets.
the fleets, nobody that I follow really fleeted anything. The only thing that they fleeted were like jokes, like, "Oh, I'm gonna post something risque," but it wasn't it. Like someone posted a black cock, but it was a rooster that was just all black.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that's what they posted. But then like I went and looked at the hashtag Fleetnik and was just clicking on random people's profiles to see if they posted anything, but nobody.
Oh, okay.
This
Nobody.
man was
really
out
liked
here
it.
searching.
I
Jeez,
was.
he's
I
down
was.
bad.
I was
My
like,
bad. I didn't mean to make you
Down
explain
bad.
that.
doesn't mean that you horny. You just trying to see what's popping.
yeah, I'm
I was
just
trying
I'm
to see what's
doing
popping.
I'm doing research for the pod. That's
Yeah.
it. It's
Nah,
research.
Look at his eyes, bro. You can tell a horn dog
It's
just by his
it's research
eyes,
for the
bro.
eye.
You
for
see,
the
you just looking
pod.
around like, yeah, I was doing research. Yeah.
Because I saw it trending and I was like, all right, let me see how wild niggas is really getting. See if they busting it open for the
Yeah.
fleet.
But then eventually, the more research I did, I kept seeing tweets saying that it was just niggas posting their meats, and that was it. So
And I'm sure-
I didn't really miss out on anything.
Yeah.
But I would have liked to been a part of Fleetnik. Not really.
Like
but
posting stuff?
nah, I'm not sure. I'm fucking around. All right, but on to the next topic. So there was a guy who was on a Frontier flight who was wilding the fuck out. He had groped a flight attendant when they had, or well, even before that, he had a couple of drinks, was kind of wilding out. Then it got to him groping a flight attendant. Of course, they tried to calm him down. He apparently hit another flight attendant, and then they taped this nigga down. And bruh, this nigga started freaking out. Help! Help! And the flight, from what it sounded like, because the first angle I heard or saw and heard, you could tell right away it was full of black people. Like, just by the laughter. Like,
Yeah.
you know black people laughter. And it
Wait,
was...
do niggas catch Frontier flights though? I've never caught
Maybe.
a Frontier
I
flight.
have
in my
multiple
life.
I've
times.
never been on
Maybe
Frontier.
if it was a cheap enough.
Luke, I mean,
Yeah, I feel
guess
like you
have
and
a
Luke. Yeah, you and Luke fly Frontier a lot.
Is that lower than Spirit?
Nah, it's just different.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just hella cheap.
Yeah, it's just really cheap, and you have to like. It's similar to like fees and stuff, but I think their seats are a little more comfortable in Spirit, and I don't know, but it still feels like it's like a cheap flight. So even like
Yeah.
these chairs are cheap and stuff, but I really don't fly on them for long. It was here to like Ohio or here to Kentucky.
But as you say that, in one of the earlier clips, this dude, while he's drunk and yelling, he's saying, my parents are worth $2 million. Like, bro,
yeah.
if you really this wealthy, like you
Worth
claiming to
$2
be,
million? That is not hard.
Yeah.
And if his parents are 70, then probably like if they've had a decent job their whole life.
Yeah, but even if that's the case, like, bro, don't throw that out like you worth something and then you fly in Frontier, because that doesn't have like first class or anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
You can at least treat yourself with
The
Southwest.
the chairs also feel like super cheap too. Like they're super thin, probably to keep the plane light.
Yeah.
That's the angle they take it to. They go, oh, like it's the most economically friendly ones. That's why they charge for back. So if you don't really need it, you're not gonna pack it and take it. That's gonna make the plane lighter. So they're saving money on gas and on weight and everything too. So it's probably a decent business model. They're probably doing well. I mean, they're flying almost everywhere now. So
Yeah. But bro, just seeing this nigga being like as pitiful as you, like, went from super disrespectful and trying to be hard to being absolutely pitiful, like duct taped to the seat, bro. I don't think there's anything.
I didn't think he was trying to be hard. He was just a drunk white kid who thinks he can get away with anything.
Yeah, exactly.
It was being stupid.
Well,
like,
he technically did, because they're not charging him for a federal crime.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Oh, that's crazy that they're not doing that, because
So
they're in a
whoever
plane. Anything in a plane is a
it's
federal crime.
offense. Yeah, because he got dunked the other day, and Charlamagne was talking about how he didn't get. They're not gonna charge him with a federal crime, which is so whoever his parents is, they got some weight.
Yeah.
Or maybe they looked at the video and said the duct taping was enough. Like, you know.
Anything you do on a plane is a federal
But
crime.
still, like them duct taping you.
Is like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you had no other means to stop this person, and then if you're a flight attendant and it says, all right, you have to keep everyone on board safe, and you can't kick them out, they're probably like, we couldn't do anything else.
Yeah, and they can't probably make an emergency landing, so you have to take that into account too.
Yeah.
They probably tried to,
Yeah.
hey, we got an issue. Well, you just gotta thug it out, and figure it out. So,
And I know people on the plane were probably helping, because there's no way he just sat down and let them duct tape him. So
No.
people had to have been holding him down.
Yeah.
Other than just the flight
the
attendant.
flight attendants,
Exactly.
Because they only cited one guy being a flight attendant. Other ones, like, I mean, girls could probably hold him down too, but I don't know.
But we didn't even
It's
say, so
just-
the flight attendants did get suspended. They're on paid leave.
Oh, really?
So,
For 2 weeks.
which is,
Even the one that got punched in the face?
I guess so.
because whoever did the taping, involved in the taping, they all got suspended. It was
okay.
like 3 of them got
So I
suspended.
just
3 or
take
4.
back everything I said. Maybe it wasn't allowed. But how else are you going to stop them? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like depending on your job, like if you're not trained in those areas, you can't restrain people.
That's true.
And because you can hurt them and hurt
Yeah.
yourself,
That's-
and so it becomes a big liability.
Yeah.
And
That's
dealing with
probably
what
why
I
they didn't
work
press
with-
charges.
Yeah,
Because you could have countersued and then it would have been a bigger thing.
yeah. So they're probably just like, all right, let's just null it out. Like, you know.
No, because he got charged. It's not that he didn't get any
But
charges. He just don't have. It's not
Oh,
considered
it's not
a
a
federal
one.
charge.
Well, maybe that was the deal
that
they
was
struck.
the
Maybe
kind
that
of
was like, all right, we're not going to charge you federally if you like agree to this or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even think he was put on a no-fly list, which is wild.
He might still be. You know.
I mean, yeah, it happened what?
Bro, you don't
yesterday?
have to get charged with anything to get on
Nah,
a
it was
no-fly
like
list.
maybe 3 days ago or
Oh,
something.
3 days ago? If it happened 3 days ago, I mean,
Was that 3 days?
It's
It's
probably-
probably more than 3 days ago.
Oh, no,
Okay.
Like a week ago.
Let's see, I didn't hear of it that
Yeah,
long.
no, it was like a week ago. It's
I
just
wonder,
that
if they do
news
the
started
no-fly
second-
list right away.
It's just the news started picking up about it more. But yeah. So that's nuts. But
yeah, I love my people. I love our ability to make light of serious situations. That's probably why I love Twitter so much, because nothing on Twitter, at least from the people I follow in Black Twitter, ever gets taken seriously.
nah.
Like anytime, like the first thing that came to mind as I was saying that was when Donald Trump accidentally even though it was an accident, but when he tweeted he tweeted that we need a bigger Navy, but instead of saying bigger, it was nigger Navy. That
Wait, what?
You don't remember, bro? That was like one of the funniest days on Twitter. You don't remember that?
No.
The nigger Navy, no. Bro. You was definitely there for that. You probably just don't remember that. But bro, Twitter had a fucking blast that day. It was just like different memes, like, "Oh, this is me when I joined the nigger Navy," and it would just, I don't know, just
I
like
don't
any
remember
other.
it either.
I think
I don't remember.
Bro,
Maybe
I don't
because
know.
I feel like I faintly remember it, but
Bro.
I mean, I'm not on Twitter.
That's
like that,
probably
so.
one of my favorite Twitter days.
I mean, the B and the N are right next to each other. I had to double check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But still, like, you know.
I'm trying to think of other funny Twitter moments, but that's probably by far.
And you can definitely tell
my
nobody
favorite.
signs off. Like, nobody proofreads his tweets.
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
just-
for sure.
But that's honestly just one of the great qualities of being black, because a lot of times black people are born into rough situations, disadvantaged
You
situations.
don't get shaken by a
Or the
lot.
sense of slavery, you just learn to just make light of trauma.
Yeah, to shake it off.
Yeah, and just keep pushing. Like, they don't kill you, make you stronger. So that's always a good quality of black people.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a tendency to do that often. So
Got you. So moving on. Something that I wish I had the ability to do is be Quavo's personal assistant. Apparently, this man is paying his personal assistant $5,000 a day, and I guarantee you, it's light work. So initially, when I saw the post, it was, Quavo pays his personal assistant $5,000 a day to hold an umbrella and hold a fucking fan to him, because that's what was happening that very moment. Quavo posted a post on his story, a video. But then eventually I found out that just in general, he pays him $5,000 a day. But initially I was like, bruh, I would put fucking ice cubes in my mouth and blow on Quavo's neck for $5,000 a day.
Jesus
if
Christ.
if that was the case. $5,000 a day, bruh.
1.8 it's 1.8 million. I just did
I
it.
also don't know if that
But
just doesn't feel true.
Does he work every day?
Yeah, that
That's
doesn't
the
feel
thing.
true.
Does he work every day?
But no,
Say he works 60% of the year.
I believe that. $5,000 a day for a personal assistant, I believe that.
And I feel like if you're a personal assistant, you probably work more than a regular person does.
Yeah.
So let's say you get 15 days off, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
As a personal assistant. So what's
But
that?
it all depends. Like, we don't know. There's
That'd
a lot
be
we
wild.
don't know.
That'd be
We
wild.
That's
speculate.
1.75, even if it's
I believe it.
360 days. But $5,000 a day, maybe. It depends on what they're all. If he's the driver, the everything.
Yeah, it depends on what those duties entail.
Yeah.
And if he's a family member too.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'm just
Tax
throwing bread to
write-off.
just
I'm
do
gonna
whatever.
pay my boy.
Yeah.
But again, like, you get to travel with this nigga. You probably get all the the little
Quavo, you want me to do the ice thing? Right now? Yo, bro,
Gabe definitely gonna kill me for that.
Oh man.
But
Well, he's gonna kill Brandon for something he said earlier too. I noticed. I was like,
Why you think a nigga
Yeah.
just want cold wind blowing on his neck though?
why not AC all the
well,
time?
so the initial post that I saw
Well,
was
your teeth are gonna be hurt.
Quavo
Just ice
pays
it up
his
all day.
personal assistant $5,000 a day to hold an umbrella
Yeah.
and hold a fan to him. That's what the initial, but it was a false headline.
So you were going over like a step
Yeah.
above that.
So I was like, I'll do whatever. Well, not whatever.
Oh,
but-
okay,
I'll do.
What won't you do, Zach?
Exactly.
$5,000 a day, what won't you do?
This man said I can work 4 days and pay
Bro,
for my
he-
wedding. That's crazy. He's like, I'm
He-
blowing.
He was,
What if
bro.
What
He
if he
was
wants you
gonna
to
sign
hold
up for $50 to get punched in the gut by Mike Tyson.
It was 500.
Oh, 500.
Yeah.
He'll do anything.
Yeah.
What if he wanted you to use hand warmers and rub his inner thighs?
I'm not doing.
Bro, what? Why would it even come to your mind? What are you thinking about?
Phil the one that take it to.
Phil, you definitely were on Fleetnik. He was
Bro, this
definitely
man
on
was just
Fleetnik.
imagining odd jobs that Quavo would have him do
He was on
and
his
seeing if he
burner
would do
posting
it.
fleets.
But
Dog,
nah,
you-
I feel like Quavo would be pretty chill to his personal assistant. Just be in the booth with him, get some rebounds when you're taking shots. I was gonna say earlier, you probably get some of the groupies that he don't want, bro. Being Quavo's personal assistant, $5,000 a day.
Those
That sounds luxurious.
His rebounds are probably like putbacks though.
Yeah.
Huh?
Cause you know how, like most rebounds is like not good looking, but like on a rebound you get a rebound if you dunk it too, cause they be so good looking. So it's a putback, it's not a rebound.
Yeah.
So you're saying the assistant would be getting the rebounds?
Yeah.
Well, no, I
He would
was
get a rebound
talking.
and a slam dunk at the same
At the
So I
time.
knew
time,
what you
yeah.
were saying, but that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about literal rebound, because then the nigga likes to hoop. That's what I was talking
Oh.
I thought you
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why you
I
put.
thought you talking about his group.
Y'all,
Yeah.
there's a disconnect right there.
about. So I knew what Phil was
This man
saying,
was-
but I didn't realize the rebound was what I
What
was
you
saying.
said,
Yeah, and
My
I was
fault.
like, why would he referred to them as rebounds? It would just be I guess the leftovers.
But you knew
on
what
the
I was
side.
saying when I said rebounds?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I knew exactly what I
And
knew exactly what both
this
of you were
man was
talking
saying,
about.
too.
Yeah, I'm like, that's
I
a
was like,
putback.
Okay, like,
Yeah.
yeah, this man's horny, bro. The meter's going off, bro.
Yeah.
Well, no,
You talking about rubbing the inside of Quavo's thighs?
because man said put ice in his mouth and blow,
But what made you come
Blow
up with
his
that
neck.
scenario?
because it's
Never mind,
opposite of
forget
cold.
it.
It's
What
hot.
made you go with that bar?
What made you go with that? Like, Jesus.
with buff necks?
Like, first of all, this man got ice cube in his mouth. He blowing. He ain't really touching Quavo, but you went straight up just touching the man's eyes.
With
like, right
warm hands.
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, you got hand warmers? Like,
I just feel like warm hands on your inner thighs would be soothing. The contrast of like a cold neck.
Quavo from Atlanta, hot as shit right now. I don't think he wants the warm hand warmers on his thigh.
I'll let you have that one.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, moving on.
I'm sorry.
The conversations we've had, I'm like, yo, how do we even get here? They're hilarious stuff.
So moving on to streaming and series, I wanted to talk about what are y'all favorite TV series of all time? Who wants to go first?
Like on TV, like came on cable. Or
No, TV, cable, satellite, streaming,
Netflix.
anything. Yeah.
Oh, anything. So this is a series.
Yeah, just any TV series. Something that's
Peaky
not a
Blinders.
movie.
Any show.
I had a feeling. So why Peaky Blinders?
It's just great. It's the writing's good, acting's really good. They've gotten a lot of actors that I don't know if they started there or whatever, but they have a lot of big time actors, even like movie actors and stuff. Are people who maybe, and I'm not to say they started out on the show, but maybe they started out somewhere else. But you can they've progressed to other things too. The cinematography and the shots are amazing. The wardrobe is really good. I don't know, it's just and the story, there's only 6 episodes per season, so they're not just feeding you a bunch of content.
Are they still making episodes?
The last season's about to come out either late this year or early next year is what they're saying. It was supposed to come out before, but pandemic and stuff pushed it back. But yeah, they take their time with it. The story's super well crafted. Like every show is maybe like an hour, 45 to an hour.
Gotcha.
But it feels like you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, you're like, oh, that was only an hour? That felt like 2.
Yeah.
Not that it feels long, like it's slow.
Yeah.
But it just, they get so much information and so so much of the story into an hour or even the 6 episodes, and it doesn't feel like they're rushing it. It feels like everything's on time, and I don't know, it's just smart the way it was done.
Yeah.
So I'm always anytime everyone's my favorite series, that one's the first one to pop into my mind, but there's a few others.
And I know you try to put everyone on. I know you put Lukey on, right? And then you try to get me to watch it, but
Last
know.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
Last Kingdom's really good too. That's another Netflix one.
Where
Luke saw.
Does that also have English accents?
Yeah, because it's in England. It's it's kind of like Vikings are when they were first meeting. But the main character looks like Juice from The Wreck too.
Really?
Yeah, but yeah, Luke was watching an episode with me halfway through it, and halfway through the amount, I think it was maybe season 6. He's like, oh, this show is trash. And I'm like, no, bro, it's good. And then during the pandemic, the beginning of it, he watched it and he just binged it. He finished it in a week. It was texting me about it, so. Yeah, but it's I like it because it's not super Game of Thronesy, where there's mystical stuff and it's not really fantasy. It's pretty historically accurate, or it's a story that it's a fictional story, but a story that could have happened, and they match it up whatever. So.
Because I don't think I've ever asked you, or maybe I didn't. I don't remember. Why don't you like Game of Thrones, or why haven't you been able to get into Game of Thrones?
I've got onto it late, and I just can't do that first episode. I've tried that first episode a few times, and it's so there's so much time that goes by where literally nothing happens. He walks through the snow and comes to a house or something, and then walks through the snow more. Yeah. And it just comes up to a big ice wall or something. Yeah. And then I'm sure all that stuff means something. I don't know. Yeah. But it's 30 minutes of that, and I'm and then nothing happens. And then I tried again, and I was like, I just can't do it. And then it's already ended and stuff, and I was just hearing bits and pieces and stuff, and everyone's like, oh, I hate how it ended. So I'm not gonna go through all of this to catch up.
But
to
honestly,
be I hate how it ends.
Can we name a show? And not to get too much off topic, but can we name a show that's been super popular where the consensus is we've liked the ending? Everyone always hates the ending of every show.
Fresh Prince.
Yeah, Fresh Prince was good.
Well, I'm thinking more serious shows. I honestly don't even remember the ending of, but if we talking about Breaking Bad, everyone hated the end of that. Dexter, the show that I was going to say, everyone hated the ending of that. Game of Thrones, every show, people hate the ending. No one ever. Sopranos, that's another.
It to end.
Exactly, but no one ever is I really like that. I really like that ending.
There's some. There's some, but I have to like sit down and really think about it and see which ones I've watched.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say, because a lot of my favorite I guess like Netflix series are ones that they didn't even like finish. Like they had no season plan,
Yeah.
and like there was like 1 or 2 seasons, and like it kind of left you on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And they just didn't keep pushing it because it wasn't getting enough streams with in time for them to like re-up the season. Because that's how I've explained it before on here. But yeah, so like Marco Polo was one of them, and that one it just costs so much money because of set design and everything, and you have to make everything look like 400, 500 years ago, so that costs money. And if people aren't watching it at the rate that they deem profitable, then they're gonna cut it.
What about you, Phil? You got one?
Chappelle's not considered a series, is it?
I mean, it can be.
So for me, it'd be.
And you didn't like the ending.
No, they had a couple hidden episodes that are pretty good, but
Well, I mean, the way it ended was just like Chappelle's just, nah, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
well,
So
yeah,
no one really
but then they did they had like the season 3. Yeah, and,
season
and then
3.
you had the famous I wrote this shit a long time ago.
Yeah.
The
Was that in
Tupac
season
song?
3?
Yeah, that was in the hidden.
Bro, the Pixies, that was my favorite episode of the entire season 3, where it was like the little pixie things.
Yeah, so it'd be that. I got like 4, so it'd be the Chappell Show, The Office, The Boondocks, and Power.
Really? I did not think you liked The Office.
I love The Office.
The Office is
Office hilarious. I didn't think I was gonna like The Office until I really got into it. Like started from season 1 and finished the whole thing, and I liked it. Even like once they
The
changed-
Office,
Oh, really?
The
I
Office
stopped-
could be a show that people were okay with the ending. I
yeah, I
think.
thought the ending was cool.
I know
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't like when Michael Scott left.
You mean
Is that what you were gonna say?
Steve Carell?
Yeah, Steve Carell.
Yeah.
But,
I couldn't
yeah.
watch it after that
Yeah.
because the entire
It was
show was
still
just,
funny though.
I'm
Like,
sure it was, but I just like I was watching it as like it was coming out on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after it was just like a change, and I'm sure if I was streaming it, it'd be a little bit different. But I'm like, all right, I have to wait till next week just to see something. I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
it's not the same.
Wait, so real quick, you said Chappelle, Office, Boondocks, and what else?
Power.
Oh, Power.
Yeah, Power is like Power, and then I guess my top 5 would be the Where They on the Lake when he's the
Ozark.
Oh. Ozarks?
Yeah, Ozarks
Oh,
is
really?
fire.
Ozarks really good
Ozarks is
too.
fire.
Yeah,
The
Phil,
next
you
season-
surprising me today.
The next season is gonna be the last season too,
Yeah, Ozarks is
and
fire.
I think that's gonna be a show where I like the ending. So
It was another show that just came recently. It was supposed to be coming out. I was excited for it, and I forgot to start watching it. It's not the Ozarks. It's like the last season of the show. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Damn, it'll come to me.
What about you, Brandon?
I had to go with so I had to go with like a real, with actual people show and an animated show. That's the only way I can do this.
Yeah. I knew anime was gonna be in there.
Supernatural is my favorite. Like
Okay.
real, we're actually using actors and stuff.
And did you like the ending of that?
Nah, I mean it was alright. It was just like, this is the end kind of thing.
Yeah.
They did something crazy, and then to be put through all that and then to die like that was like but it was still like after that was the only part of. But then like the end was pretty decent. It was like a very heartfelt, warm, and all that. But it just felt like they were just trying to get over it. It's like 15 seasons strong, and so
you like Stranger Things, Phil?
Never watched it.
Okay, I was thinking that might have been the one where like a season's coming out
No, it's
soon.
All American. That's what I was thinking about.
Oh,
you brought
that
that
show
up.
is so
I
bad.
enjoyed that show. It's not like my favorite, but it's a good.
You
funny
brought it
show.
up last episode. You said you were gonna start season 3, so you haven't started it yet.
Not yet, because
Oh,
I've
okay.
been out of town.
Bro,
Yeah.
is this like
I can't wait.
a teen drama?
It's hilarious.
Hey, that's his.
It's my steez.
Yeah, I know you trying to. No, I know you trying to escape it from what we watching, but that's his Tokyo Drift, bro.
Oh,
It gets brought up every what we watching episode, and it's made
Yeah.
its way here.
wait, no, I had Impractical Jokers too.
Okay.
That's a good
Yeah, it's not really like a show or like series, but it's a show.
Yeah. Brandon,
Waldy?
you said Supernatural and what else? Did we cut you off?
No, yeah, it cut me off.
Okay, my fault.
So animated series. I had to go with Bleach. It's probably my favorite
Bleach?
animated series.
That's
yeah.
lit.
Is that like an anime?
Bleach.
Yeah, it's an anime.
Like
It's called
Clorox
Bleach.
Bleach. Oh.
Yeah, like Bleach. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like that. So that's pretty good series. I know a lot of diehard fans who go for like DBZ or Naruto.
Yeah.
But I like Bleach. The storytelling is like really good, and like the characters seem like very like human.
Yeah.
And they go through a lot of shit. So.
Yeah.
All like current favorite shows is like different than probably like all time, because if we're talking all time too, you have to like throw SpongeBob in there.
Yeah.
Like,
All time is really what I wanted, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That was my all time.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro,
Mhm.
you were surprising me so much today. I'm proud of you,
I
bro.
felt like I
All
have
American is on
range.
your all time.
No, it's not my all time. No, it's not my. It didn't crack my top 5. I just said it's really good.
Oh, okay.
My top 5 was Chappell, The Ozarks, Office, Boondocks, and Power.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
I was just saying shows that like I don't know if I can do a top 5 right now.
yeah, there's no way I can. And when I brought this up, I was thinking more so serious, and y'all throwing all these comedies, and y'all know like comedy is my number one thing.
Yeah.
But Dexter, obviously my favorite show of all time. As I've mentioned, like I'm a sucker for anything Miami, so anything that takes place in Miami, I'm gonna like it automatically.
CSI.
If I watched it, I'd probably like it. But nah, Dexter is just. His story is dope. I wish I liked reading books because I would definitely read the books, but I ain't got time for that. Is Prison
You just
Break?
listen to
Prison.
ebooks.
I actually thought about doing that because Tatiana, she had Audible. I don't know if she still has Audible. Prison Break is another show that I thought about where I think
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't like the ending,
Oh yeah, I think.
and I really like that show.
Well, I think Gabe liked the ending, and then they did an extra season
Yeah,
after they said it was gonna end.
They made like a movie. Well, yeah, they made like a movie, and then I think they did make another season. or
Yeah, and he's
something.
like, nah, they could have just left it the way it was.
Yeah. Yeah. So Prison Break was really good. I like that show. Breaking Bad, of course. And then as far as comedies, I mean, my favorite sitcom, King of Queens.
I know
like,
Gabe's listening right now, and he's gonna be like, say Sons of Anarchy, or Anarchy, because he really likes it.
I actually
Sons of Anarchy
started
also.
watching that show, and then I stopped. I remember I actually was like watching it, like I vividly remember watching it as I went to go vote for Barack Obama. And then like that day I just stopped watching it.
That's funny.
Um
Another one that's like I'm
Power's up there too,
I'm
though.
starting to think of like, I guess most of the ones we've actually, not most of them, but a few of them were shows that we could stream. But Monk, like on USA, was good. You remember Monk?
I used to randomly watch it because I just liked watching USA when I was home, like
Yeah.
USA, TBS, TNT.
Yeah, they had like decent shows back then. Like
Yeah.
Leverage. I don't know if you ever watched Leverage, but that one
I
was
never
decent.
even heard of that.
Yeah.
All right, anything else y'all got as far as streaming? Anything y'all
Right
been watching
now-
recently?
Right now, you guys got to go watch The Boys.
Oh yeah,
Good
you
show.
did bring that up.
It's a good show. It's if you're not
It's
not a
on
PC
Amazon,
person,
right?
It's made just for you. Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime Video. It's a very uncensored show, like uncensored.
Zach can feel.
Yeah,
Well, you told me, and it sounds like
it's
good.
right up. It's right up your alley, especially season 2. Yeah,
How many
for all the
seasons
horn
are there?
dogs out there.
Exactly why you watching it.
Nah,
You
nah.
putting us
put
on the
that-
game.
you put them on game.
I
That's on
didn't,
the game.
nah, I just watched season 2, but season 1 wasn't like that crazy. But like I said, season 1 is not as bad as season 2. But yo, it's just like an unfiltered cursing. Like there's like almost 1,000 curse words said each episode. And one of the main characters is probably like one of my favorite characters like in a TV show in a long time. And Billy Butcher.
Are there any like major actors or actresses in it?
Nah, not really. It's like I'm trying to think. There's in season 2 there's like a couple. Like one of the guys he played in actually Supernatural. But he's not like big. So it's like nobody like really big. He's just like a bunch of like, and they can act. They be acting their ass off. Like I ain't gonna lie, they be killing it. And so you guys just got. I ain't giving them more. It's just like a superhero thing, but it's like it's not at the same time. It's not like a normal superhero show. It's like really fucking crazy.
Y'all got a Peacock?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do that?
Uh-huh.
I said I didn't know you did that.
Yeah,
I didn't. Danny does.
I only got it to watch King of Queens.
Yeah, so we've been watching Dr. Death.
Okay.
She watched the series and we watched the documentary. The documentary was cool. I like the documentary better. Well, actually, no, the show was probably better because I don't like the way they shot the documentary. It looks like it TV documentaries don't look as good as Netflix. That like
Yeah.
unscripted documentaries, but the documentary's cool. And then other than that, I haven't really been streaming anything. I've been trying to get back into reading. So
Got you. You was gonna say something?
Mm-mm.
Uh,
Oh, I was, but you can go.
no, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Cocaine Cowboys is really good.
that is
Yeah,
a
I've
good
been seeing
one.
a lot of
Oh, you
people
saw
talk
it?
about it.
On it's a
The
show?
documentary.
Yeah,
On
1 and
Netflix?
2. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's really with Griselda Blanco. Ain't that with Griselda Blanco?
Oh no.
Isn't it a 30 for 30?
No, never mind. Let me look it up. I might be saying the wrong name.
Or it's made by.
But it's about the people down. It's about
in Miami,
It's about
right?
the two guys, right, that worked for Griselda. No,
no.
really.
Has nothing to.
But it
Griselda's
takes-
a rapper.
No, like the actual gangster.
the queen of like coke.
Oh, okay, maybe.
It takes place in Miami, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm definitely gonna watch it.
That's what I was saying.
Is it the new one or like?
I think it's new. I just saw it recently.
There's a movie.
So
But
I know
maybe-
there was one that came out a while ago, but
I'm looking it
I
up.
don't know if there's a new one, but I have been seeing a lot of people talk about it again recently, like the last 2 days.
Yeah, no. The original Cocaine Cowboys was with
Depp, right?
it was with Griselda, and it came out in 2006, and then Cocaine Cowboys 2 came out in 2008.
Yeah,
It's
but
called
I've been,
Cocaine Cowboys, the Kings of Miami.
Yeah, so that's different.
It just
than the
came out
actual
in
documentaries.
2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a limited series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. But it was the first one was super lit. I think I might have watched 2. But yeah, just the way that they became who they became, like you'll see like in the first episode, they cover a lot, other first or second.
Real quick, I don't want to cut because you just remind me something. Narcos is also something that's up there for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So how you can't do British accents? I really struggle when I have to read subtitles the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good. Like it's super well done. Like you can, I don't know. It's different seeing Miami back then.
Yeah.
And then you can see how like those Cuban people influenced they sound the exact same as 60 years ago.
Yeah.
Like you would think a kid today was talking some
Yeah.
Cuban kid from Miami was speaking. I was like, what?
But just in general, between that and Narcos, like, of course, kids growing up, like, especially black kids, I want to sell drugs, but it usually is, like, the drug dealer on the block. But no, like, I can see how being a drug dealer on that level can be enticing for somebody because it's just, like, all that money, like, fucking Pablo Escobar being, like, the richest man in the world, like, being on Forbes as a drug dealer, like, that's crazy to me. And then, like, these guys, the Cocaine Cowboys, like, it's just nuts. Like,
yeah, and there was no one else, like, really doing it before them. And Miami was such, like, it was so new, too. So it was just, and a lot of the people who were Cuban people, or the Cuban people that came over, or that were doing this, were like, not really making much money. Like, their parents are just immigrating, and they're working, like, minimum wage jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, all right, my parents are doing this, and I can go make $200 by packing up some other drug dealers' money. Like, I'm definitely doing what they're talking about. And there was, like, you didn't really see any consequence from anyone back then. So the way it makes you feel like, all right, I probably could have started this up too. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Super easy.
Exactly.
I was gonna say I gotta watch it, but you'd probably like the original movies.
Yeah.
The 1 and 2 of actual Cocaine Cowboys, because it talks about how Miami is built off cocaine. Like Miami literally is built off cocaine money.
Yeah, like
but one of the
everything's
biggest
built
drug dealers in the world was in Miami. She was like, Griselda, a beast,
Mm-hmm.
and like an older like Cuban mom or some shit. Like it's crazy because she looks so non-threatening.
I wish
about that
selling drugs was legal because I would definitely do it.
I mean, it is.
Well.
Yeah, for some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I meant. Anyways, while we talking about Griselda, we can. Well, I guess they have nothing to do with this, but
wait, can we talk about drugs? I got something about. Well, I don't know. About
You had
drugs.
another
I don't know
show
about
to talk
drugs.
about too, no?
I forgot. It was a long little spiel we had. But did y'all see the video of the guy talking about the vaccine? And he was talking about, I'm out here, I'm a hustler, and I need to get vaccinated. And nobody seen that?
Oh yeah, they was
in
trying
Arkansas.
I saw the
Yeah,
article. I didn't click on it.
He was
though.
dealing
So
vaccines?
No, he was like,
like
he was like, I'm a hustler, and he was like just saying like you need to get your vaccines because I come in contact with a lot of people, and I sell things.
Oh, they was like they got a
They got a drug dealer out here.
A trapper out here promoting the vaccine
so that you can sell drugs.
They got
sell things. My fault.
They got juvenile out here. Yeah,
they want everybody to get vaccinated. Even the hood niggas like, hey yo, I'm out here selling packs.
And everybody's like, oh, he must have got like a plea deal, and it's part of the plea deal. Do this commercial for the vaccine. It was actually pretty funny.
That is funny. That sounds funny.
You guys gotta watch it.
I saw it briefly.
Yeah.
All right, let's switch over to music. So Verzuz, we had Dipset versus the Locks. You watched the whole thing, Phil?
Of course I did.
It looked fire. Was it as fire as the clips look?
It was amazing, and mind you,
it was live too, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was
That sounds
amazing,
cool.
bro. And mind you, I had the Dipset beating. I had the Dipset smoking
Really?
the Locks.
That's surprising.
It is because I'm gonna tell you why. Because Dipset had a movement.
They did.
Like they movement was wild, but their movement was a vibe, and you don't realize their movement was a vibe. And how they came out, like the Locks, bro, came out like this was a heavyweight fight. So they energy from the jump, they came out on time.
Yeah.
Then Dipset come out, Cameron taking like 5 minutes. They brought out like a beach chair. Like they really underestimated the Locks. And from the jump, bro, Jadakiss was on their ass.
Yeah.
From the jump, like talking shit. And then like he talk shit, and then he'd be like, DJ, drop that. And then the song would just be clowning these niggas. Bro. It's like he spitting freestyles or talking about niggas ain't hard, niggas don't bruh, shit was so hard. Like that's probably one of the best. Like
I seen everybody saying it was in their top 3.
it's
instantly.
easily it's up there with the Snoop and DMX.
Mm-hmm.
The Beanie Man and was it Beanie Man? What was that?
No.
Was it
Beanie Man and
it wasn't Bougie, no. It was Beanie
no, it wasn't Buju. I forget who it was,
Elephant,
but I know who you talking. I know which one you talking about.
It's up there with that
Yeah.
one.
Was it Bounty Killer?
Bounty Killer,
Yeah.
It was fire, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to put it in words, but as I'm watching it, right, as I'm watching it live,
You're like appreciating the production almost in it.
It makes you appreciate the artistry.
Yeah.
So it separates rappers from MCs. Like it separates the good from great. That's how it was. Cause like Jadakiss is like, yo, this is the mecca of hip hop.
Yeah.
Like these niggas is lip syncing.
Yeah.
Nah, Jadakiss was they dropped the beat.
But I don't know if it's what you just said, where it separates. What'd you just say? It separates
Rappers
what?
from MCs.
I don't know if that's the
Performers from
case.
MCs, I guess.
Because I do feel like the Locks and Dipset are kind of at a similar level. But if it's what you're saying, where the Locks took it seriously, we already know Jadakiss's energy that he brings, especially from the last verses he had against Fab, right? And then if
Underestimated him in that too.
if Dipset's gonna come in, be too cool for school, and not really take it serious, of course, it's gonna seem like the Locks is gonna win. So I don't want to say that the Locks is more of an MC or rapper or whatever than Dipset. It's just they took this battle more seriously.
Nah, I think they are. And
You
I'm gonna
think?
tell you, yeah, well, I always thought I only thought the only lyricist that I thought for a while was Jewels.
Yeah.
Cameron, I never thought was a lyricist. I just thought he was just good. And then Jim Jones.
No, I think Jim Jones.
I didn't like Jim Jones. The only time I've ever liked Jim Jones is recently.
Yeah.
On the fraud tape. But I think it's separating because not only are they rapping a cappella, but it's so clear and concise. Like you hear every word. It cuts through.
Yeah.
Like it cuts through the audio. And then it's on top of that, the lyricism, the emphasis on certain words, how to control a crowd, and you get breath control.
Yeah.
Cause he rapping 3-4 minutes, not out of breath, and you can feel it. So I think that's what made it so special, is because once you had a crowd, even though you watching at home, you felt the performance, because you hear the cheers, you hear the energy, and like you hear how like he's saying shit, and you just get a reaction.
Yeah.
Shit was like flawless. Like it really was like the memes, like fucking LeBron and Kyrie in Game 7 or Game 6 or whatever.
Yeah,
like, it was
yeah.
flawless.
Yeah. Nah, it looked dope. I'm mad that I missed it, but again, I did see a lot of the clips, so I feel like I got the gist of the entire Verzuz battle. But I am interested to see what big battles they have coming up next. And I mean, I do like the locks. I do like Jadakiss, but I'm not like a Jadakiss fan and running to listen to him. But seeing the 2 battles that he's had, like, I'd be entertained watching him battle anybody else.
It makes you want to go listen to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, because I had the Champ Is Here Volume 3, because the freestyle that he spit that everybody's watching, that was on a DJ Drama mixtape. And I had that mixtape, and I forgot how good that song was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, like, I really used to listen to this. And then it's like, because I'm like sitting there, and I'm thinking, like, it's weird, because I'm rapping some of his lyrics, and I'm like, I haven't heard these songs in years, and you don't think songs stick with you from certain artists that you don't listen to for a long time. And you like, all right, well, you forget how nice him and Styles, and Sheek Luch is cool, but he ain't Jada and Styles.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Loc,
it's gonna be a hard act to follow.
Yeah.
But if they get vets that perform like that on a constant basis, they got something for real. For real.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd pay to go to a show if it was like that.
Yeah. I also want to see them kind of go back to what they originally did. I know recently Timbaland and Swizz Beatz, they battled again, whatever holiday it was, in Miami at Live. And I was like, I wonder if it's free to go, because I definitely want to check it out. But COVID was still at the time. But I do want to see more producer type verses, because that's what it started as, producers. And as far as just production goes, I'd want to see, like, I seen someone say Kanye and Pharrell, and I think that'd be pretty dope.
Wow.
Just from a production standpoint.
Like, from putting on a show? That'd be crazy.
Yeah. No, like, rapping. I mean, I'm sure because they produce their own stuff. Pharrell has stuff that he rapped on that he produced, and same with Kanye. But just from their production, I'd want to hear that. That'd be fire.
I like rappers more. And I think I like rappers more.
Pusha T and who would be lit?
He'd have to either go against Jeezy or Jay, because he's a drug rapper. So I don't think you could put him in there with anybody that don't rap about drugs. Which is
but at the same time, you could do, because they have played off the beef things, and Pusha T, Lil Wayne. I mean, Lil Wayne would smoke Pusha T, but
it depends on. Again, it's
like this doesn't. This doesn't depend.
Yeah, it would. I mean,
it
song for song.
Selection,
yeah, maybe.
But Dipset smokes the lock song for song.
Right, but if you have one cohesive like performance, where you're picking like you're saying the artistry to it, like you're making a movie basically,
exactly.
or for like you're making it an entire like show. That could hold more weight than like, all right, I used to like those songs more.
Yeah, and that's you put that perfectly, because that's what Dipset did. I mean, that's what the Locks did. It was, bro, every drop was perfect, and then because they came out with straight street shit.
Real quick, did they play all of their collective songs, or did they play like their individual songs?
They play individual ones too. So you have like Dipset winning a balling bag, and even that lost. Because it wasn't rocking the crowd. Because, like, the Locks came out on street shit.
Yeah.
Dipset came out on, like, the anthems, like, kind of chill type stuff.
Yeah.
And then they try to go to the girl type stuff. And then it's like, well, you don't got girl songs.
Yeah, and then
the Locks played five songs with all the top singers at the time.
I forgot about a lot of those songs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, nigga, you forget, like, these niggas is great. So I like it for older artists because, in the 90s, you had more distinct styles, and it was more competitive in the sense that, like, we not trying to take your sound, we not trying to sound like you, and we trying to be the best at what we do. As opposed to now, I feel like it is friendlier, it is more collaborative, which is cool. I like it, but you still lose that, like, I'm finna step on your neck, and they went stepping on your neck, and that's the essence of hip hop to me. So I loved it.
Yeah, it's dope.
Watch it if y'all get a chance, man. I think y'all enjoy it too.
Yeah, I think I might watch it.
I definitely miss it being on Apple though. Like it being on Triller really.
Trash. Triller's so trash, bro. Triller's ass.
I mean, I know they got the bag for it, so salute to Swizz and I think it's just it's both of them, Swizz and Timbaland.
They sold it, or did they just sell like the rights to play their, or to show their?
I think they sold it, but then also every artist that's been a part of the Verzuz, they got like equity in the stock or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. I can't explain it. So
Equity in the company.
yeah. So it's completely on Triller, no longer Apple Music. And of course,
I wonder if they
Instagram
still
Live,
own the
too.
IP or if they sold the IP.
I doubt they sold the IP. I think they sold the platform.
The platform, yeah.
Platform,
So they,
yeah.
they probably have like a 5-year contract, and then they can probably sell it to MTV or
Because
something.
they produce it, so I doubt they would sell the IPs.
Right.
Because they know how important that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
for
definitely
sure.
the platform. Nah, Apple Music was way better.
Yes.
Because the clarity's, I think the audio sounds better on Apple Music.
Well, there's that, but then a big thing again in Black Twitter is, and just Twitter in general, is we want to be able to tweet and interact while major events are going on. With Apple Music and the new iPhone update, you can do the whole picture-in-picture thing and then still be able to be on your phone, utilize your phone while all that's going on. On Triller, you can't exit out of the app.
Nope.
The stuff's going to stop playing. Instagram Live, of course, same thing. But at least Instagram Live, you can see, because on Triller, are there comments on Triller?
They are, but they're not as good as like IG.
Okay. Yeah.
So what I did was I streamed it to my Apple TV.
Okay.
So then you can just
Yeah. So that's the only thing. I definitely wish it was still on Apple Music. But anyways, while on Apple Music, Kanye, again, I guess, had another live
It's on
event.
right now, supposedly.
really.
Is it? Because I woke up this morning and I seen, let's pull it up.
I thought there
and
was like
see.
videos from it.
Yeah.
And
So
he was like passing the live stream around.
yeah. So I mean, based off of, oh yeah, it does say right now. Yeah, I guess it is. Kanye has another live event.
Son of a bitch.
But do we think that we are getting Donda tomorrow, tonight at midnight, tomorrow at midnight,
It all
whatever the
depends on
fuck?
how this listening goes.
Bruh, I just want this fucking album. Kanye, why you always got to do it to?
He's teasing us, especially.
There's no way we get it tonight though.
They he had the Beats by Dre commercial with Sha'Carri Richardson again.
Yup.
That was live. Whatever song it was, I need it.
See, I briefly watched it while I was at work, and I watched it on silent and forgot to go back. But I mean, I'm sure it's fine.
Kanye gotta be the only nigga to have 2 listening parties.
Bro, the
Like, how do you have
nigga-
a?
No
Bro.
matter how you feel about him, like this nigga's just different, and he's the
He's
goat.
a genius.
Like I don't.
He's a
care.
genius. He's building up like so much suspense
Like,
behind this album.
Obviously, all of us here are Kanye fans, but even as someone that maybe is like a Kanye hater, like this nigga, one, if he's staying in the football stadium or not, like everyone thinks he's staying in the football stadium. Then 2, he has a listening party in a fucking football stadium with a fucking giant ass white floor. He's just in red, not rapping to anything. Like you said, like is that even a concert? Because he's not rapping.
Yeah, he is.
And just
This guy was a concert,
yeah, and then
What he
just
got now,
have.
right now.
but he's got the
Bro,
mask on. You
the
don't know if
nigga
he's
is
rapping or
just,
not.
he's different. Like he's a genius.
You
He's
appreciate the
GOAT.
artistry, man.
Bro, he builds up for these albums. So like everybody thought like it leaked, and everybody's spreading the leaks around.
Yeah.
Then he's like, I'm not releasing it.
Yeah.
I'm still working on it. And he's like, oh, then what the hell was that? And then so now I think it's just like he's like Tarantino with this shit,
Yeah.
building suspense.
Like
It's gonna be lit when it comes.
I always say how the St. Pablo concert was my favorite concert of all time, and I'm sure a lot of that has to deal with that it was just different. Like had Kanye been performing on a regular stage and it was just a regular concert setup, maybe I don't have that same experience. But it's the fact that this nigga was on a floating stage right above me, and it's like I could damn near touch this nigga, and just in a giant ass mosh pit with everybody else, and like the lights and shit, like you literally feel like an alien is flying above you, and like this nigga at certain songs, it's like this is God above me, like
Yeah.
and like ultralight beam is playing, and he floating, like he's literally on an ultralight beam, like bro, it was just like I got chills talking about this shit, bro.
Yeah, yeah, that was something
Nah,
different.
it was
bro.
fire.
was-
Like,
Yes, bro, like this
no one
nigga.
has been that interactive unless you jump in the crowd.
And then
But other
people
than that-
jumping on top of it, like hanging on it and
Yes,
getting out
bro.
there, and he running off the stage. Yo, that's just wild.
Bro, Kanye's just different.
Yeah, and also like that gives everyone a unique experience too.
Yeah.
Rather than if you're in general admission, but you're at the back of general admission, it's not gonna feel the same.
Yeah. He's super fire.
Yeah.
I'm just interested to see like how his concerts continue to progress, because it always gets crazier. Like before that, I hear a lot of people say like Watch the Throne was the best concert they've ever been to. Like Kanye,
Bro, he's gonna have a concert and no music's gonna play. He's just gonna say "Imagine."
yeah,
just imagine. No, but like he's gonna have like the actual Donda.
Yeah.
But like he's like, just imagine the songs.
And
at
I'm
the concert.
gonna be in there like SpongeBob. Imagination.
Bro, you're gonna hear it too.
Yeah, for real. I'm gonna hear that shit crystal clear, bro.
Somehow he's gonna like beam it into your head.
Yeah,
like,
for
you know,
real.
that'd be lit.
I wouldn't be surprised if this nigga did a underwater concert.
You can do it on the moon.
For real, bro. But
He's like, look up into the night sky with your telescopes and see me on the moon.
And then NASA's like playing it from their streaming platform.
Yo, NASA, reach out to Kanye, get this shit done, put him on the moon.
I need that spiky jacket. I need that shit.
Oh,
I
bro,
need the mask.
Yeah, the
Bro,
mask and the spiky
I want
jacket.
the mask.
that's the demon in the corner of my room when
Yeah.
I wake up at 12 o'clock.
I just need that mask. So I can just go around just looking like, who is that nigga?
Yeah.
Like nobody.
Yeah, I'm gonna start wearing a whole face mask so nobody can see me.
Y'all think he actually staying in Mercedes-Benz Stadium for
Why
$1
not?
million
It's
a
Kanye.
day?
Yeah, based on the interviews I've watched,
Bro,
like, with
he's
Pusha
probably
T and
not
how he
even
talks-
paying it.
Nah,
just
he definitely
for-
paying.
Just for them, like, because they're getting, like, notoriety out of
Yeah.
the ass. And they're probably, like, cut a deal with him.
Yeah.
And because he had some of his merch had, like, Mercedes-Benz Stadium on it. So, like,
Yeah.
they cut a deal. It may be $1 million to stay there, but they had to cut a deal. Because the notoriety, popularity. And then he's got his own day in Atlanta now, too.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But it was just
So-
funny to see, like, it was the day after, or maybe a couple of days after the last listening session. I think that Atlanta soccer team, I forget their name, Atlanta FC, whatever. And he's just there watching it. Like, this nigga just looks like he's the Phantom of the Opera at this point.
Yeah.
Like, Phantom of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. That's Kanye.
But that's the craziness about it. He's making you drawing all your attention to him and what he's doing. And
Yeah,
he's
if I'm at that game,
he's-
I'm not even paying attention to the game. I'm just.
I'm just saying,
looking
like,
out.
for his like
Yeah.
album and his career,
Yeah.
he's great at like just bringing the lights on him.
It's definitely a unique rollout, and I feel like good music have always had really good rollouts. Whether
Yeah.
it's Good Friday, whether it was
Bro,
recently.
that is top. Like that year,
Some of the best songs.
yes, bro.
And
And I
they
just
recently did the same. They used the same format for the last rollout.
no, but that summer, those songs, like all those songs,
Denim
were fire.
Flow
yes,
is one of
bruh.
my favorite Kanye songs of all time. I
New
think it
God
might be my
Flow.
favorite.
Everything.
Yeah,
else.
New God Flow too.
Don't Like was that year, right?
Yeah.
Bro, that.
And they're not on any albums ever, and they're not on Apple Music or anything.
Yes,
And
I
it
wish
pisses
they
me
would
off.
be on Apple Music.
Because I want to play Denim Flow so
They
bad.
need just like a Good Friday compilation now.
I
like
agree.
Denim Flow is like a symphony.
Yeah.
Like everyone they have on it too.
Yes.
So his rollouts have always been a big deal. So I fuck with it. And again, like I said, that they used the same format for their last rollout, and their last rollout was great because I had two of my favorite albums in 2018, which
Yeah.
is Pusha T and Nas's album, and then you follow that up with Kissy Ghost, his
Yeah.
album, Tiana's album, like that shit. Like it's they.
But
just
that
do
was
it.
nowhere near this summer where. Because was that for. That was in My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, was it?
It was right after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
It was
Oh,
that
okay.
summer.
Okay. Well, that whole rollout and then plus that album, literally 10 out of 10.
Yup.
Can't beat it. Damn, this crazy. I could talk about Kanye all day. Just like how Joe Budden podcast, they refer to themselves as the Hovengers because they big Hov fans. We need to come up with a name.
We
Okay.
the Yay the Yay Rangers.
They're Yay
Yay
Rangers.
Yay Rangers. That don't sound right, bro.
Anyways, we can move on to
No,
sports.
The Yay Rangers don't sound. Wait, what y'all boys listen to these days, real quick? If y'all listening to anything.
Isaiah Rashad.
Anything
I was
new?
gonna say that. Hey,
Anything
that
new?
Isaiah Rashad slide.
I do need to listen to that. I
Y'all
still
listen
been
to
listening to
Billie
Snow.
Eilish, man.
G Herbo album's good too.
Billie Eilish is lit.
I've been just listening to Snow, still more dance hall and all that shit. I've been listening to a lot of South Florida music as of late. And then recently I was listening to a lot of disco. And I
Yo,
didn't
I don't-
realize how long disco songs are. I was listening to a disco
It
playlist.
was like 8 minutes.
Bro, I was taking a long-ass shower and 2 songs played. And even Tatiana was like, yo, why is this shit so long?
It's the 70s, right?
Yeah, well,
Everything in the 70s took long.
They were
made
all
you
on
feel the
cocaine.
music,
They're just
yeah.
like-
yeah, I'm like, yo, these niggas was definitely
feel
off of
good
beat.
music.
The
listening to this
introduction was
shit.
2 minutes. You'd hit the beat would drop for 2 minutes before you hear a
Yes,
rap.
bro.
I mean a verse.
Yes.
You just catch the vibe and then it hits you.
Disco songs
play that
are way
ABBA.
too
You got
long.
them ABBA songs. Those, yeah.
Facts.
I can just imagine people off the cocaine. Yo, watch ABBA video, bro. Them girls all cocaine.
Yeah.
They're just sitting there.
And it just wasn't even coke. It was
Everything.
That's true,
Yeah,
yeah.
shrooms and it was psychedelics too.
But the
So-
Weeknd's gonna release something too coming up.
Is he?
So yeah, and I heard it's a lot of party like disco kind of songs. So
Oh, did
speaking
y'all
of disco.
hear Silk Sonic's new song, Skate?
No, it's good. I haven't heard it yet.
It's not as good
Send it in the
as
chat.
Leave the Door Open.
I'm
or
waiting on the
whatever song's
album,
called.
so I haven't even been listening to Lido Door Open a lot because I
Yeah.
don't want it to be ruined for me when I get the album.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I don't like either one of those artists, but they do make
What?
good music
You don't like
together.
Anderson .Paak?
Nah, bro.
How,
We've had
bro?
this conversation on the pod. His
Yeah,
voice
Anderson
just
Paak's
enough.
lit.
But
Oh, you don't like his voice?
both of them together, they are fire, making
They make
this
so
type
good
of music.
They make like really good music.
Yeah, making this type of 70s vibe music, it's really dope. But we can move on to sports, though. So first thing I wanted to talk about in sports was today, Juventus, which is an Italian soccer team, their women's team, decided to post some racist ass shit. Like, some racist shit that would be from like the 90s, not even some shit you would think in 2021.
Throwback retros.
Yeah, so it was a girl. She had a cone on her head. It looked like an Asian hat. And then she put her hands on her face and did the Asian eyes. And then they, on top of that, like with the tweet, with the photo, they put the like a one hand emoji, another hand emoji, and then like a squinting emoji face. I'm like, yo, how do y'all think this is okay to post? And they left it up for like 25 minutes and then took it down. But it's like,
Did they get hacked? No.
I mean, they apologized for it.
They took the picture though.
Yeah,
Oh, they
it
took
was
the
Like
picture. I didn't
they were
see that.
making the faces and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
mean-
They can't even say they got hacked.
Yeah.
Like, y'all still did it though.
Wow.
So
Even
from
Even
what
if
I've
someone hacked you and
seen,
posted it.
yeah, this is the initial tweet.
I just saw that.
Yeah,
Wow.
and left that shit. But like in 2021, what are y'all thinking, bro? Especially if you like working for, not even working for a team, but just in general, if you do like social media marketing, whatever. How do you not think things through fully? Like, I get you're trying to be funny in some tweets or whatever, but that's not funny. I don't know how they do things in Italy. I know Italy, from what I hear, soccer can be a little bit racist towards black
Yeah.
people
A
at
little
least.
bit.
I heard
They
a
be
lot of
throwing
it.
bananas.
Motherfucker,
Like,
yeah.
you sugarcoating
I heard it's a
that.
lot of bit.
Yeah.
Calling people monkeys and throwing bananas at them. Come on,
But-
bro.
Hey, look, fam.
That's
If you're a
good.
professional sports team or professional any account, just stay away from cultural jokes.
Yes.
Just do what Bleach Report do and just chime in and like just go with the trend.
Yeah.
And like sometimes it might be funny and really good. Sometimes it's like, all right, they try a little too hard.
Yeah.
But at least it's like, let's not cancel.
So I want to, and I'm not about cancel culture, but it's like, come on, y'all. And I want to read the apology. So this is the first time I'm reading it, but it says, we sincerely apologize that our tweet, which was not meant to cause controversy or have any racial undertones, may have offended anyone. Juventus has always been against racism and discrimination. Hashtag differences make the difference.
You've always been against it, but what about 25 minutes ago?
Yeah, exactly. So fucking
Messed
stupid.
up that record.
And I'm sure.
So that poses the question: is racism ever funny?
I mean, yeah, it has its funny moments, but
If you're a
there's-
comedian, then yes. And
Yeah,
if you're
there's-
talking to your friends, then probably.
there's a time and place. If you're a fucking verified sports team, then no.
Right.
Then no, it is not funny.
No, you're not posting it for the world to see.
Feels like if
Especially when you're an international sport that already has issues of racism, then no, it is not funny. Which, I mean, yeah, there's double standards, but whatever. But anyways, another funny tweet that I seen was somebody posing the question, if the Olympics wasn't for like professional athletes and if there was kind of like a draft just for normal people and we had to represent our countries, that would be way more lit than that. Like
yeah,
I would.
You'd watch. You'd be like,
Yes,
like, you
I would watch
definitely
every single event, bro.
Right. You're like, no, like don't schedule events at the same time. I'm trying to see.
Exactly.
I'm trying to see someone's grandma row that boat.
America would be terrible though. What country do y'all think would be the livest country if they did this kind of
No,
thing?
I think America would be the livest. 'Cause we
No,
got
what you mean? We're the fattest fucking country, bro.
Sweden.
Nah, bro. America.
Yes, we have.
We are the fattest country, but we also produce world class athletes, and
But
we
it's
win the
at
Olympics.
random.
Like we win gold medal, the most gold medals in the Olympics all the time.
Bro, but
Yes,
it's
you're
random.
talking the
but
best of
it's
the best. We're talking
random.
about random people.
Out of all, we have so many people.
And you know what they gonna do? Take all of the most random black people or whatever, and just send them all to the Olympics. They gonna find a way to glitch the system.
All right.
Okay,
if-
but let's make this fun.
We're
Phil.
talking
Right.
about this like in a perfect,
if they're not
in a
cheating the
perfect
system,
scenario.
if the
they not-
countries don't cheat
in a
the
perfect
system,
scenario.
Africa's gonna win.
I can
probably
see that.
yeah.
Africa's gonna win
Africa would be up there.
because
don't-
their pool is so large.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
Asian
you get-
countries probably be up there.
China's probably gonna be high.
I think
Yeah.
Japan would do good.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of countries that have like dictatorships.
Bro, let
would
me
be
get
alive.
selected for something.
But at the
I'm
but at the
winning
same yeah
at
the
all
s-
costs.
right. But at the same time, I don't know if you can say who would win depending because it's just like it's just all luck. There's no real mathematical way to try to figure it out because amount of people doesn't matter either because you can have the best selection of like or I don't know like if they don't know how to play the sport.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're in a country that the majority of people are exposed to a lot more sports or a lot more Olympic sports, then they're gonna be better because people may not be able to swim because why would I need to swim? I live in nowhere where I'm gonna swim.
But like when they get selected, you know how there's like a time frame for when you get selected or you qualify.
So
to
what
go
is
to the
that time
Olympics.
frame? Yeah.
So like how when somebody qualifies, like that'd be the time frame. So it's probably like a month or so. So
you
they
have
have
a
that
month to
time to
learn.
train. So
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean,
So
as long as the dude's athletic and can like he can be from
Or
a
a
tribe
woman.
or nowhere
Or
or
like-
a woman,
yeah.
and athletic and can have hand-eye coordination. They
Yeah.
can pick up on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but
Which is why I
in 30
feel like-
days, do you think someone who's played basketball for 30 days is going to beat Phil in basketball who
Yes.
hasn't really played that often growing up? Like football was his main sport.
It all
Or
depends.
do you think he's
bro.
going to beat someone like I feel like
But it's not. But it's like
Like,
the
even in
basketball is
even in
not going to be
track-
1-on-1. It's going to be a team sport. So you don't have to dribble or
Okay.
nothing. You
Or
can just
3-on-3.
pass it around and get to the hoop.
So what sport do we think, or not think, but what sport would y'all want to participate in outside of like the obvious
norms.
answer, which
Badminton?
is basketball?
I don't want to be in badminton.
Really? And you think you would be
Badminton's
successful
lit.
in it?
Oh, I like playing it. I just
Yeah.
enjoy it.
I think I'd be getting track and field.
Track. That's another
Compared to
easy one.
compared to like
Yeah.
random people anywhere.
Yeah, I think because I used to have one.
Nah,
I
I think
think-
Africa's gonna win it regardless.
I do because I'm looking at like if you
That's all they
randomly
do over there. They
pull-
just run. They just run.
and they just more active. They have to do
Yeah.
like they're not as in a lot of places it's not as advanced, so they just rely on just still brute strength, walking miles and lugging.
I
carrying
think
I have
if
a
I
question
think
for
hold
this
on, I
scenario
think if
to
we
clear
had
up.
the 5 pod members plus Nick, I think we'd be a live ass volleyball team, bro.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think
But
we
the
would
thing
be
is-
a live ass volleyball team.
But what I'm
The
saying
countries
is
that
they
are
pick
gonna
you
win-
randomly.
Yeah.
Or you selected randomly for sports too, or they just pick a whole pool
Yeah,
of
they
people
just
No,
and
randomly,
they just bring
yeah.
the people
You
and then they
could-
say, okay, you do this, you do that.
Right.
Like
You
what's
could-
the
Like, you could
Criteria?
not be able
Yeah,
to
what's
swim,
the
and you just
parameters?
randomly got picked for that. So if you don't swim, you just like, all right, we're not gonna win. You know,
I like your chances swimming against other random people
drown?
a random maybe. I don't know.
because
maybe.
you're a live swimmer.
I would want to do
Again,
something I've
I don't
never done
have-
before.
If it's maybe like a sprint, but
Yeah.
I don't have swimming stamina. I was just at a swim workout the other day.
I feel like I'd be alright in 100 if I could just
Swimming?
You'd be a good wrestler.
wrestling, but I think swimming too in 100 because I
But-
can swim pretty fast.
But
going
like,
straight.
but think about it. Like,
Even
even
I
if you
can't
have the
swim.
30 days in the sports that aren't track and field, because most of them are just like the most athletic person wins.
Yeah.
Anything that has skill, if you've been exposed to it for more than 30 days, like even in volleyball, someone's trying to learn volleyball and has to learn all the mechanics and stuff in 30 days, they're not gonna know someone or beat someone who played it in or had to learn it in like elementary school here or in other more developed countries. You know,
But it just all depends, man.
It depends on the sport.
It depends on the people.
I
'Cause
like
some
the
people can pick
criteria.
up stuff and just do it.
Yeah, I like the criteria of selecting from like certain age groups and like demographics for certain sports, because
But
then you'd be like competitive, but like still the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Because
but
it's a chance you might get somebody.
So I want to.
But it's
I
like
want
team
to.
sports. So like these team sports, you're gonna have multiple people. Like where this person may not do it, somebody may like know how to do it. Or
So I
whatever
kinda
on the
wanna
team.
play-
You run the chances of having that. So like with the team sports, I think it's easier because you can work as a team and win. You know what I'm saying, like that. But it's like
So
when
that
it
would
comes to
give
those
an
one-on-one
advantage to the
sports
team.
where it's just depending on your skill alone, then I feel like there'd be like a little more
Balance.
issues with that.
I want
Like,
to
there'd be
play a
issues.
quick little game.
A
So
parody.
kind of going off the voting game, which we played once before. So just the 5 pod members. I want us to kind of quickly. We're gonna go through
Who
this
we think
quickly.
would win? these
Well,
events?
no. If we had to pick events for us to take part in, like if the Olympics were like, you can pick out of the 5 who's participating in what events. Like let's pick who we think
okay.
would be the most successful, and
All
we'll
right,
bring
and then
them.
let's go after that. Let's go by each event and say who do you think would be the best in that event.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
like
just
that
gonna
idea
pick.
too.
I'm just gonna pick some random ones because there's a shitload of events, as y'all know.
Yeah.
But artistic gymnastics.
I think I would.
Yeah, I think I
Phil?
might vote Phil.
I was gonna
what?
put Phil.
Yeah, I
I was gonna
Yeah,
Phil
yeah.
and Lukey.
The
I used to
dancing.
backflip off shit.
Artist-
And I danced for a couple years. Like
Really?
Yeah, I did dance in college.
What kind of dance?
I did improvise. What did you call it? Modern.
Improvisational?
I did modern and I did
Yeah.
ballet.
Bro, this
Okay.
man, this reminds me of the other guy's scene when he's like, I learned how to dance and make fun of people.
Yeah. I only took it because I thought cute girls was gonna be in the classes, but it was not.
You took it twice.
All right, artistic swimming.
teacher.
Who we picking for that? I definitely picking AJ, and then I think I might pick myself, me and AJ, to do artistic swimming.
Yeah, I think I would say
Probably.
Zach.
Yeah.
All right, what about diving? Who we picking for diving? I think we got to pick me. I might make the smallest splash.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I could
But are
swim.
you
I
scared
like
of
my
heights?
chances.
I actually am scared of heights.
What are you talking about? Like
You can get
artistic
hurt.
diving or just diving?
No,
Just
just
diving.
diving. Yeah.
I think I'd go me.
I go me or Brandon.
I think I do.
I also don't think I have like the body control to like flip and not belly flop or like land on my back
Yeah.
or something like that.
I would just do like a little, but most of it is who you think has. I mean, no,
I used
I'm
to
not
do
picking you.
backflips in the pool
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah,
but
but
that's
I do
different,
backflips.
bro.
You're gonna
You
make
I do
jumping
backflips
from
in the
way
ocean,
higher.
like, what's
You
up?
jumping
I know.
from
Yeah, I
way
definitely
high.
because-
I'd do it from way higher.
just
I
the
can't.
fact that
we
you can't even
bro,
swim.
Yeah, we can't
Like-
pick you because that's you know how deep that pool is. That
It's
pool is
12
deep.
feet.
That shit's deep as fuck,
Nah,
bro.
that pool is deeper than that.
Yeah, definitely
If you're
deeper than
diving
12.
from high, like here, that's just deep.
Maybe
bro.
I
Supposed to
got
be
to
like
eliminate
30.
myself.
They have to have
Bummer.
niggas with scuba gear down there to get you out.
Who would be the livest fencer? Fencing.
Brandon.
I think Brandon.
Yeah, actually Brandon. Yeah,
Yeah, I
but he
think
has the
Brandon.
most sword work out of all of us.
Yeah.
I'm definitely picking Phil for this rhythmic gymnastics because what you just said.
Yeah.
So I
Nah,
gotta
Brandon.
pick.
I mean,
Yeah.
Lukey's probably this that has the body type for it.
That's
He's a little
true.
bit
But I think
smaller
everybody's looking at
proportions.
Lukey. He'll nut up.
And
And I
no,
think
but like,
Phil would-
but
Phil
think
would do
about with the rhythmic, like he has rhythm,
Luke got
and he
rhythm?
also has really good mechan. He don't have rhythm? I thought he
I was
did.
fucking with him.
Oh, I was like, wait, what happened? And he has the good mechanics, and he's used to
He got those
Yeah.
little hands.
dancing with his hands. So if
Those
he just
little
has some,
show
hands.
ribbon,
Can he-
if he has some ribbons in him,
Can he hold the ribbons?
He got the little show hands.
he's gonna be like.
Oh my god.
Who would be the best at well, I know who I'm not picking for skateboarding. I'm definitely not picking Phil.
Oh my god.
No, bro, what are you talking
I'm
about?
definitely not picking Phil.
I'm
for
picking
skateboarding.
Brandon
I
for
was
that.
not-
Honestly, I think I'm picking myself because as
Yeah?
a jit, I used to skateboard all the time.
You know how to
I used
ollie
to,
and all that?
Yeah, I used to ollie. I could pop
Yeah.
shove it.
You probably
I could
do
never
it.
kickflip though.
I got you. I
You
can't do
probably
that.
will win because I can never do tricks.
Yeah.
Especially not
and I was
now.
a
Send you-
longboarder.
Especially not now.
I was a longboarder, so
How many people? No, I'm not gonna do that one.
I
I think
got
we got
that
the
one.
gist of this.
Yeah.
Wait, sport climbing, so like rock climbing. I think
it's either
AJ.
me or Brandon.
No,
Oh no,
AJ's the climber.
Maybe AJ, yeah.
Yeah, AJ is definitely the climber.
because you climb trees.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I don't know like what kind of rock climbing
Rocks,
like where
like a rock wall.
I thought
You ever
it was
did a
like
rock wall?
freehand. Yeah, oh rock wall.
But they like
yeah,
it's like you crawl up and you crawl around and crawl up like that.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's it. I think that was fun. All right.
You didn't get no good ones, no real good ones.
I mean, I wanted to get the
could've said,
more
like,
Who
obscure
you said in the
sports.
ping pong?
Luke for sure.
Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me.
Not definitely Luke.
I suck.
What about archery?
I'm picking you.
I'd pick me in archery.
No, I'm picking
I'd pick
Brandon.
me.
Anything shooting related, I'm picking Brandon.
What? You never see me shoot. I got aim. You sleep. Don't sleep.
I also seen Brandon play
Dude.
Call of Duty, and I know
Call of
Brandon
Duty's
about that life.
totally different.
Brandon's-
But do you
Brandon's
have a bow and
scrap.
arrow? I have a bow and arrow, a long bow.
Nah, I can learn how to shoot it though.
I have one.
He already
dude.
knows
I
how.
shoot-
He already knows
I
how.
guarantee I could shoot it.
Yeah, okay.
I like my aim.
whatever,
All I'm
bro.
saying is I like my
Whatever.
aim better than yours.
Whatever. I don't think so. You know how to sight a gun?
Okay, what about rowing?
You shaking your head. Do you know how to sight a gun?
Wait, but rowing
You
is
don't
how
know
many
how to
people?
sight a gun. You can
I
tell
think
by how
rowing-
he's shaking his
I
So
head.
think,
slalom,
yeah.
it would be canoe slalom.
You said what?
Kayak slalom or canoe slalom?
Is that one person?
Yeah. You do like tricks in the water. It's kind of cool.
I don't know what it is, but
I'm
I
the only
feel
one
like
that
I'm
knows it,
picking
so I guess-
myself.
What's the one where you scrape the ice?
That's Winter
Curling.
Olympics though.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
there's
it's winter
and there's there's a team.
Oh.
Well, I think it's 3. It's 2.
What
people
about,
sleeping and then one person
triathlon?
fishing.
Who we got?
I think I gotta go me.
I think I'm going me. Just out
Me
of
or
pure
you?
competition.
Nah, I go
Yeah.
me.
Just at a beer competition.
Triathlon, I think go to me.
Bro, you can't
don't
swim.
I can learn how to swim.
Bro, you
Honestly,
haven't been able to yet.
Bruh,
Like,
this
wait,
nigga-
but
Bro, he's 50
Bro,
and he
Phil-
still doesn't know how to swim.
bro,
That's
Phil's-
crazy.
self-confidence and like
Yeah.
misplaced confidence is hilarious.
But take yourself out of it. If you have me and Brandon, I don't know how to swim. Brandon already knows how to swim. Who are you gonna pick?
Brandon's
Nigga?
gonna win.
Okay, exactly.
You know what the game is? We're sending one of us 5 to go do that competition. Who are we sending for our best chance of
Send
winning?
me.
For triathlon, I'm sending Luke.
Why the fuck he
What?
gets shin splints?
Bro, he's trying to make us lose.
Yeah, for
He's
real.
definitely not trusting
Yeah.
him.
No, I'm sending Grizz for sure. Because you can't swim.
I can swim. What are you talking about?
Really?
Stop
Yeah.
projecting on him.
When have I, bro? We used to swim at FAU like for
just
workouts.
projecting.
and
Dang, you
Oh.
guys
stuff.
both ride
He's-
bikes too, or have
But
ridden
you-
bikes.
He's
Oh.
projecting on you.
No,
Okay.
actually, if it was between you and Grizz, I'd pick.
I pick Zach because he's lighter.
I mean, I think it'd be close either way.
And I feel like in your prime when
I
you were
got that
running,
endurance.
you would go.
Yeah.
Like Brandon just started going, your ass was
Yeah.
going.
What are you
already.
talking about?
Brandon used to go in high school too.
Really?
Yeah, I used to run track.
I
You
was
did
starting.
everything, bro.
It started.
You said what?
It
The
started.
Donda thing started.
Oh, did it?
Uh,
But I think I got Zach just for sheer lightness.
Yeah. I would if I trust myself, but I would have to swim first for sure. Cause just my cramps alone would take me out of it. I know Brandon doesn't cramp up like me, and I cramp up so easily. But I
I
would
got
have
endurance. I can push.
I would have to swim first. If I swam last, I'd die in the ocean just from cramping up in my whole body. But anyways, we can move on. Actually, I did have another question. What is one sport that you would like to see in the Olympics that's not currently in the Olympics? I did see somebody say something dope. Because you also brought up one-on-one earlier, but having a one-on-one Olympic, that would be fire.
Olympic? What do you mean?
Like just one-on-one.
King of the court.
Yeah, King of the Court, just one-on-one. I don't know, but having the best of the best, and figuring out who is the best one-on-one basketball player in the world.
Oh, like a tournament, you're saying?
Yeah,
I think ice blowing would be one I would like to see in the Olympics.
ice blowing.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like when you get some ice cubes in your mouth and you blow on somebody. Who can
Got
pull
me.
down the neck?
Got me.
Zach's like, I mean,
He's like, yeah, wait, what is ice blow?
I was. That was a good one. Bro. Y'all have any sports though that you would want to see that's not already a sport?
Dice.
Okay, shooting dice.
I do. It should be fun as hell.
that's hilarious.
The commentary would be great.
It would be.
Right. There'd be fights.
Especially if you have Snoop.
Yeah, I was gonna
the
say you definitely gotta have
commentary
Snoop.
would be amazing in Dice.
I feel
Yeah.
like there'd be so many fights.
Nah, because it's Olympic. You gotta have sportsmanship.
Nah, I think Soulja Boy would win.
That's part of
Yeah.
it.
I'm the first.
I
Just
was
'cause
gonna
he's also
say
hilarious, too.
MMA would be dope, but I guess that's pretty much just UFC.
Yeah, and it's mixed martial arts rather than being just what? Because they do.
Concentration like judo.
Yeah, they have judo, they have karate, they have taekwondo.
Yeah.
So they have like the different martial arts, but not a mixed one. Mixed could be something else.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be so fun if
You know, you do a tournament style. Like those fights are grueling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, because I really
whoever
don't.
wins-
But you'd probably have to
also
wear
dead.
pads too, though.
But for like judo and all that, do they have weight classes or is it just like everyone in?
Oh, I don't know. I think they do have weight classes though, because I know boxing has weight classes.
Yeah.
And what?
In Olympics.
Like
Yeah, you have
judo,
to have weight classes.
judo and
Yeah.
stuff.
Bro, it's not a sport, but this would be hilarious to see in the Olympics. And I'd actually watch this if it was in the Olympics. But catch the greased up pig, bro. That would be
dope.
hilarious. Like
That
you just
would
get
be
a
dope.
bunch of contenders in there, and they got whoever catches the pig, and it's like
Yeah.
oiled up. Bro, I would live. I would
Yeah.
bet money on that.
AJ, do you have one?
No, I can think of.
All right, sure. We can move on to NBA free agency talk and wrap up with that. So we've been having a lot of moves, NBA free agent. So Lakers, they've pretty much re-signed anybody that's worn a Lakers jersey before.
Yeah.
Dwight,
Ellington.
yeah, Wayne Ellington,
Ariza.
Kent Bazemore, everybody. I thought they'd get Lou Will, but Lou Will just re-signed with Atlanta.
Malik Monk.
The Heat, they signed Big Booty, what's his face?
Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry,
Big
yeah.
booty. Yo. They got the ball from Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Tucker.
PJ Tucker. Yeah, so that PJ Tucker
Got some
low
dogs.
key might be like one of the biggest because I feel like the Heat losing Jay Crowder was huge for y'all, and then y'all signing PJ Tucker. That's like the next best thing.
Yeah, I still wish we would have had Jay Crowder.
Yeah.
Like I wish when we traded for them and got Iggy and him, I wish we would have extended him and not
Iggy.
Iggy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, why? I wonder why. But
He needed somewhere to wear those diamond encrusted Jordans, bro.
that's
Bulls
facts.
and
That's
Reed
facts.
up.
Yeah, Bulls. They got Lonzo. They got DeMar. Who else they got? They get anyone else?
Caruso.
Well, Caruso went to Washington.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he did?
Washington and Reed up too. They got.
I thought they went to. Oh, wow.
They got
Spencer Dinwiddie?
Spencer Dinwiddie, Kuzma,
yeah.
Caruso.
Harold.
I like that. Harold. Yeah.
they don't have
yeah.
Caruso. Caruso's in Chicago.
Oh, he went to Chicago.
Oh yeah, he is in Chicago.
Caruso, that's what I was saying.
You right.
You said
He said Chicago.
Caruso.
And we said Washington. No, he's
no,
right.
I thought you said Kuzma.
No, Caruso.
Okay.
I like
Who's
what Washington
Kuzma?
did though.
Who's that guy?
You said you like what?
I like what Washington did.
Yeah, I like it too.
Good
Like,
young core, some scores on every level now.
Nets,
You're deeper instead of being like thin.
Nets got another shooter. Signed Patty Mills.
That's gonna be huge.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, he's
big
a
time.
hooper.
That's big time. What other moves were there? Any other big moves?
Kemba back to New York.
Yes, Kemba, that's big. I'm interested to see how that goes. Like, that's kind of weird to me, but I also wanted to see D-Rose be the starter, but it is what it
Oh,
is.
Melo to the Lakers, man.
Oh, yeah,
Said
Melo.
that.
That's
And
another we
Westbrook.
didn't bring up.
Melo and
yeah,
Westbrook.
Westbrook. So, Lakers, literally no excuses. Like,
I mean,
if
them
we
niggas
don't...
old, they got an excuse. But
Nah,
I don't think
bruh.
they're gonna lose.
Nah.
As
Now,
long as
all they
way
need is
too
like for them
deep.
to come in and give them like quality minutes.
I don't
like
wanna hear
15,
that
20
old shit.
minutes
we
here
know
and
if
there.
LeBron is healthy, they going to the finals, bro.
I don't want to hear that old shit
In the
at all.
last 11 years, when LeBron
Hey,
is
LeBron
healthy,
said that same shit Zach says. So y'all on the same page. Wow, that's a first.
in the last 11 years, if LeBron is healthy,
Those
he
niggas
goes to
funny
the
they
finals.
ages.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Like you know what I'm saying. Like when LeBron gets off the court, that's where they lacked all the time. Like when LeBron comes off the floor, there's nobody to like the general of the army, and you got Westbrook, who's a dog and who can command offense and get you points and assists. So I think that'd be good to give him a break. It's gonna give him a big load off, and so
you might actually see LeBron turn to a scorer,
Yeah.
like well,
Then
not
you
a
got-
scorer, but more like a volume shooter. I guess.
then you got Melo, bro. Melo's still nice.
he
as
give you
hell.
13.
Yeah, and then you got all these other cats coming in there. And
I
it's
can't
like good
believe
backup.
Portland has not made
I was
like
gonna
a
say,
single
yeah,
fucking
That's
move.
my next.
Portland and Minnesota is like,
No, even the Pelicans, they gonna lose Zion.
yeah, they're definitely losing Zion. It seems, unless it seems like they really believe in to kill Alexander Walker because they didn't re-sign Lonzo and they're not like my bad.
You good?
Seeming like they're keeping a contending team right now.
But
Zion might be out of there.
fuck all that NBA talk. We getting ready for the real season.
Football. Yeah, I'm
Y'all know
definitely
what time
excited
it
for
is.
football. Preseason on tonight. The Hall of Fame game, I think, is on tonight. Cowboys Steelers.
Disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, the Hall of Fame game is always boring, but
Cowboys. Cowboys.
nah, I'm definitely excited for the season. Bucks. I mean, I think we repeat, but
You think you win again?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, they brought everyone back, so like, kind of have an advantage there. Usually, everyone
Exactly.
splits up, gets paid after.
they
And
got the GOAT.
again, yeah. I mean, last year throughout the regular season, there was some hardship. Like Brady was not on the same page with the receivers. Like one, just coming to a new team. Two, coming to a new team during a COVID year where there was like not really a real off season, no preseason, not really any team meetings. Because I was watching Hard Knocks when the Chargers were there, and just seeing their off season, like no contact in the preseason. I'm like, yo, how can this season even happen? Like these niggas are gonna be trash. So the Bucks winning a Super Bowl off a COVID year, that's pretty impressive.
And it's 18 games this year, right?
17. Well, 18
weeks.
weeks, 17 games.
Okay. So I'm saying this early, so we get it on the podcast. Don't be surprised when the Eagles go 11-7 and they probably first in the division.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me on this.
All right. I got one.
Y'all heard it here first.
I got one. You heard
That's
it
still
here
not
first.
17 games.
Oh shit, 11-6.
11-6.
Wait,
now.
no, wait, what am I tripping?
11-6 is 17 games.
17.
You were saying 18 games.
Yeah, but so you're not saying 7 losses. You're saying 11 wins.
11 wins, yeah.
All right, I'm calling it.
I'm thinking 18 games.
I'm calling it right now.
What the
Dolphins win the
Dolphins
Super Bowl.
I wouldn't be mad to see that.
Dolphins win the Super Bowl.
it's feasible.
And
They stacked up on defense.
fuck Chris Pratt for making fun of the Dolphins in that movie Tomorrow War.
I mean, as long as the Dolphins hold on to Xavier Howard, I mean, anything's possible, I guess. I still think they need a little bit of help on the O-line, maybe another receiver, but I like their squad. Anything else NFL-wise?
Nah, man, I'm just waiting. I'm ready to get the season started, bro.
I want to see what happens
Facts.
with Deshaun Watson.
So a lot of, I mean, you were kind of getting busy, and I don't know if you've seen Twitter this morning, but a lot of Eagles
speculation.
Watson to the
Oh,
Eagles
really?
speculation this morning. Yeah.
It's heating up, but like I was telling Zach, I don't want us to give up the world for him because we got 3 first-round picks
I was
next
telling
year.
him, hey, you give up whatever the fucking Texans want for that.
Yeah, I mean, if they get him, they're first in division, I think.
Yeah.
I think we could be first in division right now.
Well, I think the Redskins are first in division.
Whoa.
You got him over Cowboys, too?
Yeah.
Are they the Redskins still?
The Washington football
Sorry,
team.
Washington. My bad.
I think I would.
Please
I
don't
would
cancel
agree.
me.
You
Please don't
racist.
cancel me.
No,
You
they,
racist.
there hasn't been a back-to-back division winner in like 10 years. I think the same
This could
thing's
be
going to
the
happen
first.
again.
We got a better defense than we did last year.
Well, no, Fitzpatrick usually fizzles out. He starts good, then he cools off. I don't think you can trust Dak. I think our division's wide open again.
But that
they
football
overrating the
team,
Cowboys
that football
again.
team defense is just tough.
Our
bro.
defense tough.
It is.
What about our defense?
It is, but that football team,
No.
Rank
defense
second.
and
Bro,
their
how are you gonna say no?
and their receivers, bro. I guess the Cowboys receivers are up there,
Yeah.
but
We
the
got
Cowboys
receivers.
defense just
We
Who's
got
their
corners
quarterback?
now.
the football team.
Yeah.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh, that's Fitzmagic.
He'll give you a puncher's chance every time.
Hey, man, we'll see.
And he's taking deep shots. We won the division with like dink and dunks last year.
Yeah.
I told you, he's going to start off hot, and he fizzles off. We know his rap
Yeah,
sheet.
well, we know.
We know what it looks like. Y'all going to go like 4-0 probably, and they going to be like, damn, the football team on. And then y'all
but we
probably
have
going to lose
we
3
have the
straight.
defense though. We have the defense.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have the defense too.
No, but we have the defense to account for that. Like we didn't let up points last year, and we got better on defense.
We played y'all close, and we didn't have an offense.
Nobody bringing up the Giants, and watch the Giants be the ones to
Nah,
fucking
Giants
win
going
the
to be
division.
trash again.
Watch Danny Diamonds
I
just
don't
break
know.
out.
We'll see.
Cause who didn't they get Galladay?
Kenny Galladay, yeah.
Kenny Galladay. That's a big pickup.
Giants. I don't trust their coaching.
I don't even know who the fuck their coach is. Is it still what's his face?
It's the
That old
Judge.
nigga.
Judge, Adam
Yeah.
Is it Adam
Joe
Judge?
Judge.
I don't trust their coaching.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in Dak.
No,
I don't
No.
know. I just don't believe
Why-
in the
what-
Cowboys.
What has
Period.
Dak done to make you believe in him?
Maybe that's why Lindsay
I
doesn't
mean he
like
throws
you.
he
'Cause
throws
Lindsay's
the
a
ball
Cowboys
accurately.
fan.
Throws for a lot of yards. Like he's not doing bad.
He's a stats
It's
quarterback.
empty. It's empty calories. He gets
Yeah.
a lot of yards, but they don't equate to wins.
He's a stats quarterback.
Don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah, we also probably had bad coaching. I don't know.
Yeah, with all
Not
that
good
talent.
defenses.
With all that
Did the
talent-
Cowboys get a new coach or no?
No, they still got
McCarthy.
Yeah.
I thought they got rid of him.
They got him.
That wasn't their coach last year, was it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it
Yeah,
the
they
redhead
didn't get
buddy?
rid of McCarthy.
What's his name? Who was the coach before that?
It was the bull with the short hair.
Yeah, that's who I thought the coach still was.
That be on
Yeah, he was working ESPN.
what's his? He's so trash. He has red hair.
Yeah, we all know who it is. We don't know his name.
But no, they got the coaching's trash too. But I just don't believe in Dak.
Yeah.
And I hate it because he's a black quarterback, but it's true. It's true.
Yeah. I mean, I really feel like it's always the Cowboys defense. But anyways, I think that's
America's
enough for this
football team.
episode. Y'all got anything else?
Oh, we can.
All right, it's
close
been
it out.
another episode of Save It for the Pod, episode number 37. Phil, hit the drop.
I thought you was gonna follow up.
Peace.
What?
He's frozen.
I thought he was gonna follow.